Whoa, whoa, whoa. Another sleepless night I can't explain. Somebody said they heard me call your name. The radio won't let you leave my mind. I know it's over, but I don't know why. Should have known better than to fall in love with you. Now love is just a faded memory. Should have known better. I'm a prisoner to this pain, and my heart still aches for you. Well, there was no risk that I wouldn't take, not a promise that I wouldn't make. All I asked was that you just hold on. Woo! Hey, Tubies. This is Say Goodbye. Ooh, I'm rocking. I'm jamming. Do y'all remember that song from the 80s? That was Richard Marx. It was called Should Have Known Better. One of my favorite songs. You know, I tell you, someday, if they ever do the soundtrack, the movie of my life, the soundtrack is going to be very expensive because it's going to be filled with all these 80s hits. You know, I'm telling you. Yeah, Richard Marx, Catherine, you got it. I'm rocking it. Thank you, Kim. I'm rocking it. You know, I've always said my alter ego is a rock star. And if it hadn't been a psychic, I'd have been a rock star. But hey, I ended up a psychic. So hey, not so bad, you know. But I got to admit, I'm a little envious of Richard Marx because he's got that good looking hair. You know, he looks so cool. And back in the day, he was the man. I don't remember how many of y'all remember the 80s, but I am telling you, he was the man back in the day. My goodness, we have a lot of people here. Yay. Sarah J. Oh, Sarah, I just said your hold on. Sarah J. just said, you're going to help me get out of the old and get out the old and best records. That's right. I'm sorry. You know, maybe I'm just getting old and cranky, but I swear to God, I think the 80s music's better than a lot of what's, you know, out there today. You know, I do. Honestly, I do, you know. Well, we got a lot of people here. Good evening, Darla Bungard's here. Sarah J's here. Christian Thibodeau's here. Yay, Laura Doss, Lady G, Brandy Kolb is here. Welcome, Brandy. Thank you so much. Brandy says she enjoys my songs. Well, you're kind to put up with my bad singing. Rapid Turtles here. A rock star with thousands. Yeah, I wish I had the rock star quality. Thank you. Colleen Croy. Chrissy's here. Catherine M. Ken Lawson. Maria Renee Steuben Lopez. Kim Osborne. You know, Kim, we did have fun in the 80s. The 80s were great. Kim's like from my generation. You know, I'm telling you, it was an amazing time, the 80s. You know, we might just do a whole 80s sing-along one night on our channel. Wouldn't that be cool? Well, just to prepare a list, I'll do a concert for you. Well, y'all would probably last about 5 minutes. Just turn this guy off. He's crazy. Psychic Bob sing-along. Huh? We can do 80s music. I love that. Anyways, well, I'm glad you're here. Welcome to Sunday. For those of you who are new here, we have new people. Welcome to our channel. Some of you were at the seance last night. We had an amazing seance, and I have to give you some updates on that. Do you remember? I watched the seance. I was so shocked because Rose brought over a message from a guy named Jimmy at the end, Orange, Jimmy Orange. Well, Jimmy Orange was a friend of my mother's. And I didn't even know he was dead. I haven't seen him in probably 30 or 40 years. I didn't even know he had died. And Mom told me, she said, you know, Jimmy died a few years. I said, what? And I saw the tape. I'm like, what's the talking about Jimmy Orange? He's alive. Mom said, no, he died. So that was kind of really like, I mean, for me as a psyche, that just proves it to me that the channeling is, well, you know, it's occurring. There's no way I would have known that, but Rose brought that information through. And so I was really blown away by that, you know. Hi, Davy Jan. Am I early? I don't know. We had the time change. It's 7 o'clock. Yeah, sometimes I start a little late, but today I was hyped up and decided to get going. If you didn't see the first 5 minutes, you missed my singing. I sang tonight, David Jan. David Jan's all the way here from Israel with us. Thank you for being here. Yay, Brandon Rickett. Yeah, hi, Brandon. Welcome. Kim's so sweet. Kim says, you are the real deal, Bob. You're so sweet. Well, you know, I give the best. Oops, hold on. My lighting's going off here. I have to, ouch. It's a hot light. Anyways, I don't have any light. This lighting in this room is not very good. But I'm so glad, you know. Brandon Rickett says, damn, I've been needing to come back here. Well, you're back. Welcome. Thank you so much. Hi, Jessica. Jessica, that was amazing. Said Rob, yesterday's show was so beautiful. Thank you. If you haven't seen yesterday's show, thank you so much for all your kind comments. That video is climbing the charts. I think it's probably the biggest video of the week I've had. We did a seance, a live seance for those of you who weren't there. My mom has never sat with me during a seance. She's always been scared of it, so she's never joined in. And she decided to get brave and said, I want to sit in with a seance. So we let her sit in. She asked some questions, you know. So, yeah, hold on. I just had a comment. It was really funny. Jay Whippet said, you know, a decade was intense when the hairstyles burned a hole through the ozone layer. That's true. We all had our hair fluffed up. Actually, my hair was the, you see how my hair, this is how I wore my hair in the 80s. My hair never changes. But a few years ago when I started YouTube, some of you see my old videos, I did go through a period where I cut my hair real short and spiked it. It was kind of fun, but I don't know. Maybe I'll do that again. But I had to use a lot of Aquanet to make it stand up because my hair is so soft. Anyways, thank you so much, Catherine. And oh, I love you too, Catherine. Thank you. She says, we love you, Psychic Bob. Oh my goodness gracious. Cringeosaurus says, I was crying tears of joy at the end. And then everyone else said they were too. Very touching. It was very touching. I went back and I watched it. And well, I guess what freaked me out is that, like, you know, when I'm in trance, I really don't know what's going on. I'm like not there. So when I came back and I saw Mom crying, I was a little like freaked out. That's why I didn't stay on too long because I wasn't sure what happened. But she was very happy. She said it meant the world to her to connect with my father. I was so happy he's come through. You know, and other people that came through. So it was a nice night. Maria H says, Aquanet was my BFF. You know, they still make Aquanet. I think it's a great hairspray. I really do. I started using because my grandmother used to use Aquanet on her 1950s boot font that never changed. Anyways, yeah, B. Leclerc said Aquanet. I went through that. They still make it, and the bottle's still the same. At least last time I saw it was. I gotta go look. But do you think Psychic Bob should spike his hair, get it short and spiked again? I don't know. What do you think? Or just keep it like it is? I want to hear your ideas because I've got to get my hair cut soon, and if I'm gonna go short and spiky, I need to plan it. Anyways, because I have to go buy Aquanet. Yay, hey, Gab's here. Hi, Gab. Gab says, Bob, I had a 4-inch red Mohican in the 80s and the 90s. Then I had kids and my hair fell out. I wonder why. Kids will make you stressed your hair fell out from the kids. Tell them it's their fault you don't have cool hair. I'm very lucky for my age that I still have full head of hair. I don't really think I'm balding. I have thick, lush, silky hair. I'm very fortunate. Oh my gosh, but too much Aquanet might make me lose my hair. Maybe I shouldn't. Thank you, Moonface. She said, I like it like it is. Sarah Jane says, keep it like it is. Well, you know what's funny is that once I change my hair, I kind of have to keep it that way because a lot of my publicity and marketing stuff that goes out, like postcards I mail out and different images of me, like my t-shirts, I have to look like my publicity images. So I'm not going to change it because I just remember I put out my t-shirts, you know, and you know, my Psychic Bob t-shirts have my image on it. It has my hair like this. So maybe I shouldn't change it right now. Anyways, we'll think about that. Well, I'm glad you're here. Hi, Chican Azteca. We are going to do readings in just a little while, so not to worry. I'll get to your question. So thank you. But we are going to do some readings tonight. But before we get into that, also just want to remind you, if you haven't done so, my website, thank you for all your prayers. My website is back. And you can now get my latest artwork. Whoa, drop it there. Called The Other Side. I sort of take it off the stand here. This is called The Other Side. It's available at my website at PsychicBob.com. So I hope you'll pick up a copy. Print out a copy for a friend, frame it. It makes a wonderful gift to give somebody. Anyway, so yeah, you can get that. My website's back. Say a prayer for me because it looks like some serious illegal activities occurred in relation to my website. Unfortunately, I can't tell you everything right now, but it wasn't just a little glitch. It was orchestrated sabotage. And we have IT experts now involved that are putting together forensic data for me. There could be a legal case. And I may have to take it to court. It's very serious. So we'll see. Anyways, but thank you for all your prayers and thanks for hanging with me. Thank you, Moonfae. Moonfae sending prayers my way. Thank you. Well, anyways, we are going to do some readings tonight because, we always do that. It's so much fun. But gosh, I'm having such a fun time hanging out and chatting tonight. Isn't that wonderful? Anyways, I think you'd rather have me do readings than have me do singing tonight, which would be a wise choice on your parts. But before we do that, we got to do some meditation. So I thought we'd practice again our blink meditation. I think that's important. Okay. Cringeosaurus, I need to tell you, tonight's show, you can ask for a reading. It's free. Cringe says, this family is very sweet and uplifting. I won't ask for a reading until I can afford one, but I love being here. You don't have to pay for tonight's show. Tonight, on Sunday night and on Tuesdays, I do free readings. Now, you can, when you're ready, buy a private reading. A private reading, and that's a good question. I feel like I should explain this. Private reading is different than what you get here. It's a full hour, just you and me one-on-one. And we do that by telephone or by Skype or Google Hangouts. So it's an hour. If you've ever wanted to sit down for a full private hour, just you and me and only us, everything we discuss is absolutely confidential. I won't tell a soul. Never have. That's what a full reading is. So if you want to do that, when you're ready, you call my office. The easiest way, just pick up the phone. 703-825-3929. And you'll also see my website below. You can get the number there, PsychicBob.com, okay? So we've got to do some meditation. Somebody already donated $10. My goodness, thank you for your donation. For the chat, Stephanie, oh, darling, blessings to you. Thank you. Well, we'll see what Spirit has, but we got to open the channel, okay, Stephanie? So I want us to do some meditation. So we're going to try our blink meditation, okay? So this is, for some of you, this is really easy, and for some of you, it's been a challenge. But that's okay because, we're all here to grow. And I'm going to challenge some of you sometimes and make it a little harder because we can't stay children forever. We have to grow a little bit. So this is a new, more complex meditation. But if you can work on this, it's going to really help you. Now, Kim, I hope you don't mind because you always talk about, but I'm going to say Kim Osborne here has told me that this blink meditation has helped her. She works as a nurse, and sometimes there are emergency situations, and she has to very quickly assess a situation. And, I've always said you can use psychic stuff even when you're not a psychic. And she is very psychic, but she's a nurse by trade, but she still uses her psychic ability to zero in right on where she needs to deal with the situation. And she said to me recently, she says, Psychic Bob, she said, that blink meditation has helped me at work because I have to react quickly to stuff. So we're going to try this, Sherry, hi, Sherry Serenity Sky says, this blink meditation is awesome for me at the clinic where I do Reiki. Thank you for this meditation hack. You're welcome, Sherry. I'm so glad to hear you're using it as well. And I know some of you have said, Bob, this is hard. It is. It actually takes a little work to do it. But once you figure it out how to master this technique, and it does take time, you'll have to work at it a little bit, it's going to make your psychic attunement go much quicker. Hi, Thomas. Thomas Smith is here, and he says, I like the blink meditation. All right. Well, for those of you who have not done the blink meditation, let me kind of give you an overview of it. Basically, we're going to close our eyes, and we're going to count from 3 down to 1. 3, 2, 1. Okay. And when we get to 1, I want you to visualize that inside of yourself, a light comes on. You know how when you walk into a pitch black room, you flip the light on? It's not like the light slowly fills over. It's instant, right? You know, like try this at home. In fact, you might even practice in a dark room, like go into a bathroom or a closet area that has a light and just go into a dark area and then flick on the light and watch how quickly the entire room is filled with light. Well, we have inside ourselves our own internal light switch. And we can turn on the light, which means we fill ourselves with that divine energy, our soul light, very quickly, same as flipping on a switch. In fact, what we can do is right now, I want you to take your finger and I want you to put it here in the middle of your chest area, okay? And I want you to feel as if there's either a button there or a little toggle switch or a little flip switch, however you visualize it. I think for, whatever works for you. If you're modern, you probably use more related to a touch button. If you're old like me, you probably think of a flip switch. Doesn't matter, but I want you to put your hand in the middle. Let's just try this. I want you to flip your switch. Just go click. Just tap your chest or flip your switch. I'm going to tap it. We're going to have a little button here. So I visualize a little button here in my chest. I'm going to go tap. That means my light is on. And I can go tap. My light is off. Okay. So let's try this now. When we get down to 1, I want you to tap your button and visualize inside yourself that you fill with light. Okay, so let's try this. So everybody take your hands off your keyboards, put your hand on your chest, get your button finger ready. Okay, we're going to close our eyes. And we're going to count down now. 3, 2, 1, blink. Ooh, I felt that. It's like, ooh, power. All right. When you've blinked on, come back. All right. Now, if you had trouble with that and couldn't get, that's okay. You got the rest of the week to practice it. Okay. Excuse me, I'm about to sneeze here. So, anyways, did you like that? Brandon says, yes, the blink meditation is new for me too. Well, that's all right. You can practice it. Anyways, that's a technique. I actually created that. Nobody taught me this. I learned this on my own. My spirit people told me, they said, why do you take so long when you need to be instantly on? I said, whoa. They gave me a little bit of a challenge. Anyways, that's a technique that they inspired me to understand. And I think it's true. It's like, we always think we have to go through this slow meditation. Well, why do we? Because I'll tell you, when you leave the body, you'll be instantly in the light and you will be filled with light. It's not like it takes a while. So I think this is a neat way to kind of approach our inner light now, All right, well, let's see. We got some good questions going on here. All right, we're going to start with Gold Blue tonight. Gold Blue says, Bob, there is this guy who's been talking to me lately. Is it beneficial for me to meet him? Gold Blue, I'm going to say yes, because I feel like he's in a place right now. What I pick up around him is that he's in a place where he's really ready to move forward with his life. I feel he's crossed through a lot of personal pain over this last year, but I feel that he's letting a lot of it go. And I think that you and he have met at this time for healing for both of you. And I think you're ready for a relationship and he's ready. So I want to encourage you, step into that and explore it. And I do think it's safe. Now, of course, be sensible. Meet maybe your first time at a public place or someplace where, your friends know you're going. I don't see him being a stalker or murderer or anything like that. But, follow protocol, as I say, anyways, as if he were strange and dangerous. And I think you're going to find that he's really sincere. I like his energy, okay? So, yes, go ahead and meet him. In terms of timing, I keep getting the month of April, so I think in the next month, you'll be able to arrange something, okay? Thank you so much. Hi, Christian Druid. Christian Druid says, I'm at my girlfriend's house. I'm watching. Well, hi, Christian Druid. Say hi. I say hi to you and to your girlfriend. If she's new to Spirit Channel, welcome to her as well. Blessings to you both. Thank you. Happy Sunday. So do you like stuff? Says happy Sunday. All right. Okay, hold on. Whoops, I'm flying through these. Okay. Hold on a second. Chrissy, any spirit messages for me? Yeah, you know, Chrissy, I have to tell you, first of all, I love your light. You know, when I saw your name, I'm being inundated with beautiful golden white light. This tells me that right now you're at a place of great spiritual growth. You're at a place of transcendence. And I want you to watch here because I feel like as we go through this month of March, there's a sense of new beginning around you. I feel like this last 2019, gosh, I'm still back in 1985. 2019 was probably kind of rough for you. And I think you're done with rough. And now it's time to glow and to shine and be brilliant. I do pick up Archangel Raphael around you, and I feel that he's a guide to you right now to bring some emotional healing and to get you moving forward. There's a lot of creativity around you right now, and I want you to give in to your creative urges, whether that's, you know, painting, drawing, photography, writing, singing, whatever. Be creative. It's going to work for you, okay? Blessings to you. Oh my gosh, somebody just donated money. Oh, who donated? Yasmin Franqui, $9.99. Thank you so much. I appreciate the free readings, but I would like to donate to your channel. You are so kind, Yasmin. Well, Yasmin, let me see if Fletcher has anything for you back here. Hold on. Fletcher's my spirit guide if you're new here and don't know about him. Fletcher, are you here? Do you have any messages for Yasmin? Always not love. Yasmin, my spirit guide Fletcher's asking me to tell you that you're at a turning point. Watch the month of June. It looks like this June, there may be a kind of a major transition for you. Nothing scary, but it's like you're kind of coming into your power. And there may be an issue around a move as well. Like you're ready to move to a new place, or you feel like you need to get out and go forward. I don't pick this up as tragic or horrific. It's more like inspirational around you. So the month of June will be significant. I think there could be a move. And if you do want to move and have an opportunity, June will be the time for you, okay? I do pick up around you also. I'm getting a lady here that's a spirit guide around you. Okay. Fletcher asked me to tell you it's actually a relative that's around you. And this is a grandmother's sister. I think it's a great aunt on the mother's side who's in spirit around you as well, being a protector and a guide. And what's funny is this lady said, she said, I'm eating ravioli. So I don't know if she liked ravioli in life or used to make it, but she said, I'm eating ravioli. So you have a great aunt in spirit who's guiding and blessing you. I hope that helps a little bit. Thank you so much for being here. Blessings to you. Thank you for your donation. Wonderful. Okay. Moonfae, Bob, any messages from the Fae or aliens? You know, Moonfae, I have to tell you, I hear somebody back here and they say they are Oberon. Oberon. He said, I am king of the Fae. I am Oberon. You know, Oberon is a real Fae. That's not just a myth. He's real. But he's back here and he's asking me to tell you that he said, you are being blessed for you have honored our people. You have been kind and attentive and received our presences without hostility. So Oberon is bringing a blessing. And it's funny, he's literally holding a wand and it's like he's showering fairy dust. There's a gold glitter coming down on you. So, you know, I don't know how that's going to manifest, but he said the Fae's blessing upon you. Sometimes I've seen when the Fae use like gold glitter, like it's like fairy dust, it does literally bring prosperity. So you may find that the Fae are manifesting prosperity in your life in the next few months. But I want you to explore working with Oberon. He's around you, okay? Thank you so much. Kim Osborne, RJ's grandpa passed away this past year. He was there this past year. He was there. Any messages for him? Hold on. Let me see if I can get him. Yes. Can you ask if Doris can help? Hold on. We're going to get Doris in on this, Kim. Doris, are you back there? Okay. Yes. It's for RJ. Yeah. Yeah. Yes. I do have the grandfather back here. He's asking me to tell you, Kim, thank you for giving him an opportunity to be part of your lives. And he sends a message to RJ and he says to let him know that he hasn't forgotten him. And he said, yeah, he said, that old body got wore out. And he said, I just had to go. He feels as if he's in a place now where he's at peace. And he says, tell RJ, don't be grieving for me. Don't mourn for me. Celebrate me. That's his words. He says, celebrate me. He wants you guys to kind of like be partying. He says, I'm partying. I'm not grieving. So he wants you to know that he's with you and he sends his greetings to RJ. He's asking me to talk to you about some issue also around transportation. I don't know if RJ's having a car problem or something, but he says I'll get that car situation fixed for him as a sign that I'm helping. So something about a car that I'm getting here. And he's going to be helping with a car, either RJ's car, a car in the family that RJ travels with. But the grandfather, tell him to call on the grandfather around the car situation. Okay. Yeah, but he's here, sends his love over to all of you. Thank you so much. Blessings to you. All right. Oh, somebody just donated $4.99. So do you like stuff? Thank you for your donation. That's very kind. Question, my current contract for my job is ending. I applied at 2 places. Which of the 2 places do you see me in? Any messages from my guides? It looks like both of them, hun, are going to offer you a position. But I feel it's like what I would define as the first one that you applied with. The first one that you saw, and you're like, oh, I want to do that. I like to apply. That's the one I see that will be best for you. And I think that you'll be able to move into it with a lot of ease, okay? You do have around you also a guide. I keep getting the name Tim or Timothy around you. And it's Timothy's dressed in like a 1950s. Do you remember the shark skin suits they used to wear? They're kind of like silky suits. Well, he said that he wanted to be a singer. He said, I'm Tim. And he said, I was a lounge singer. And he said that he's coming in to help you. He says to bring attention to your talent. So I want you to call on Tim, one of your spirit people. But he said he's guiding you through this transition. He said he's bringing money to you. Okay, but he's around you. I hope that helps, Blessing. Thank you so much. So you like stuff. Okay. Oh my goodness. All right. Hold on, guys. Don't spam the thing because I can't read if you keep typing over and over. All right. Rafe Turtle. Bob, question. Can you please tell me if I was supposed to get my return receipt by mail on Friday but haven't received it? Can you tell me where it is? Does someone have it or did the mailman lose it? Rafi, I got to tell you, I don't think it's lost. I just think it's delayed. I think it's been held up in the mail. But around this upcoming Wednesday, it looks like you should get that receipt and have your confirmation. Okay. Nobody's stolen it though, and it's not been lost. It's just delayed in getting to you. I literally see it at the post office under a stack of mail. So it will be to you by Wednesday. Okay. I hope that helps. Blessings to you. Oh my gosh, more donations. Mason Alexander McCall donated $3.99. Thank you for your donation. Love and light. Do I have any messages? You know, Mason, I got to tell you, when I'm walking into your frequency right now, I'm getting flashes of purple. This tells me that you've been opening psychically. And it's funny because when I go back like 2 or 3 years ago, I feel like you weren't so open to this, or it may have been like, I don't know. And I feel like you've gone through a transition in this last 2 years that's put you much more in tune with your psychic self. So I love the energy around you. My spirit people are asking me to tell you to be listening. You have a guide around you. There's a guide around you. It's a female. And I keep hearing the name of Lena, Leena. Lena is one of the names of your spirit guides. And Lena, now this is going to sound funny, but Lena was a showgirl in Las Vegas back in the 1970s. But she's coming in to give you inspiration. Lena died young, and it looks like there was a car accident around her. But she's not worrying about that. But she said that had she lived longer, she would have gone on, and she said she would have found her talent as a performer. She was just kind of a showgirl, but she ended up if she lived, she'd have become a major star. And I get the sense, Mason, you're at a turning point where your own creative talents are coming in. So you may find yourself literally doing something creative over this next year, feeling inspired to it. And so let Lena guide you. She's working with you. Thank you for being here. Blessings. Oh my gosh, another donation, $10 from Miss Makita Love. Oh, $12, excuse me. Thank you. Thank you to both of you for your donations. Thank you, Mason. Thank you, Makita. Blessings to you. Are there any messages for me today? Also, is my grandfather my guide. Thank you so much, Bob. Love, love, love your channel. Thank you, Makita. You're so kind. You guys are wonderful. You know, Makita, I have to tell you here, I'm getting a lot of energy around you now that is pink light. Pink light, in my reason, clear, bright pink means that you're open for love or beginning, new beginnings in the emotional area. And I think that anything you want to do, particularly in relationships right now, you will succeed at. So this is a time for healing of the heart. Well, actually, I think you've done the healing, but it's a time to draw new beginnings in the relationship area for you, okay? So yes, I do believe your grandfather's back here. Hold on, because I've got Doris saying something on it. Yeah, do you have her grandfather? You heard me? Okay. Yeah, your grandfather's asking me to let you know that he's in the light. He says that somebody in the family was worried about his soul. And he said, thank you for all the people who've been sending up prayers for him. He said he's in the light, but he doesn't mind the prayers. But he wants to tell you that he loves you and he's with you. And he says to tell you something about he was with you the other day, and it looks like you were, what was it? Yeah, there's some issue around you looking at a book. I don't know if you were buying a book or at a bookstore, but he said, I was looking in that book. So he was with you, dear, and he tells you to keep reading. You're learning now. And he said, keep the mind going. I get the feeling during life he didn't read as much as he wished he could have, and now he's making up for it in the spirit world. He asked me to, he said, there are great libraries over here. So he's definitely doing a lot of reading, and he sends love over to you. So he's helping you, okay? Thank you so much. I hope that helps. Blessings to you. All right. Oh, a donation, $5 donation. AS, is that Australian? Yes, Australian dollars, I think. Psychic Bob, I feel so lost and I don't know what my calling is. Do you have any messages for me? Love and light. Well, you know, Catherine, when we get to those moments where we feel lost, the best thing we can do is don't run forward compulsively, because if you act from a place of compulsion, thinking I have to end this pain, you're going to miss that lesson. And I really feel that Spirit has brought you to this place right now in order to allow you to discover the depths of your soul. You know, I'm an artist, as you know, as well as a psychic. And it's so cliche, but they say that the greatest art comes out of pain. And I tell you, when I look back over the several years I've done paintings, I do feel like the struggles in my life did produce better art. But in terms of your calling, I feel that one of your life themes is an artist. I also feel that you have a leadership life theme and a healer. So you've got three themes going. And these three themes right now are calling you to be of service to people. I'd like you to explore doing Reiki healing. I feel that you have a great gift of channeling healing energy. And even though you might not feel like that right now, to step into that path, I think is going to open up a lot of opportunities. As a leadership theme, I feel like you'll be best running your own business. I don't see you doing very well in a normal 9-to-5 job. Your calling is bigger and it should be self-directed. Okay. And as an artistic person, I feel that you're going to create some form of, I keep getting jewelry work around you, and I'd like you to explore jewelry making, because I think that you could create jewelry that would also bring Reiki energy and healing to people. So I think you're going to have a business that's very focused in the holistic arts. And I think that running your own business through healing techniques, healing products, and running it yourself, that's where your success lies, okay? I hope that helps. Thank you so very much to you. Thank you for being here. Okay, Chantel is here, $4.99. Thank you, Chantel. You know, Chantel, I got to tell you, I keep hearing two voices here around you. One of them sounds like it's on your father's side of the family here. And I'm picking up a man. I want to call him uncle, and I'm not sure if it's a father's brother or like a grandfather's brother, but I'm getting a man around you in spirit who's an uncle. And I keep hearing him say, he said, I'm looking after my niece. So this spirit person, and I wish I could get more on him, that's all I'm getting, but he is around you. And he's an uncle in spirit, just sitting over protection and blessing. I also pick up around you a spirit guide, another spirit guide, and there's a female around you. She identifies to me as a Lemurian. She says, I'm from Lemuria. And she said you have a connection to the alien beings and that you are a natural conduit or a channel to receive messages. And she said that you are one of the people, you're a light worker who is going to help people awaken to the reality of alien life visiting the earth. Okay. The name around this woman, it sounds like the name is, let me see. She gives me a name and she said, well, it's a complex name. So she said, tell her to call me Crystal. So her name, she goes by Crystal. I don't think that's her actual name, but that's the name I'm getting for her from her. So you've got Crystal and you have this uncle. I can't get his name. You know, as a psychic, I liked about it. Sometimes I can't get everything exact. So bear with me. But I can identify them around you. I hope that helps a little bit. Thank you for your donation. Brandon Rickett, oh my God, donate $10. Brandon, thank you. That's very kind of you. Oh, I had to. You did. You're doing great for things for us, Bob. God bless you, Brandon. You know, Brandon, I have to tell you, you know, when I'm walking into your light right now, I'm literally getting like this halo around you. It's literally like a white light and blue light. That tells me that on some level you've been doing work with opening your own channel. And it's very interesting because with that white light around you, that tells me that you're very in tune with the spirit world. That's a very high frequency. And the blue indicates you've been opening gifts of energy in the third eye and also in the throat chakra. So I'd like you to explore those chakras, particularly the third eye and the throat and the crown. The crown chakra is sometimes purple, sometimes white. I think that's where that white light's coming. So these three chakras seem to be where your energy's focused right now. And I think that that's really going to be your power sources here. My spirit guide Fletcher is handing me a crystal. Yeah, it's a Lemurian quartz, and he says to tell you to get a Lemurian crystal and carry it. It's opening your channel, and you're going to get a lot of blessings of spirit communication. Okay. Also, Brenda, I have to ask you, I'm getting a connection with the state of Texas here around you, and I feel as if that you're going to be traveling there a little later this year. I feel like there could even come a job opportunity or somebody asking you to move to Texas. Now, I have to be honest, I don't actually think you're going to do it. But if you want to, you can. But I get the sense that you won't go. But it doesn't matter. Just remember I told you, because it's going to be an opportunity for you to look at, because I think that 2020 for you is a year of life transition and change. And Texas somehow figures into that. Okay. I hope that helps. Thank you for your donation. Thank you so much. Oh my gosh, Queen Nadine, thank you. She just donated $5. Hi, Bob. Any messages for me, please? Thank you. You know, Queen Nadine, I got to tell you, you know, when I'm walking into your frequency right now, I'm getting green light and pink light around you. This tells me that the spirit is doing physical healing and new starts for you. I feel like you're ready for a major life transition. And I want you to watch here because as we get into, I keep feeling like it's a little later, it's closer to July or August. But as we get into those months, you may literally do a major life change, like a move to a whole different part of the country or across the country. And I feel like you're ready for a fresh start. Green tells me that you're getting physical vitality right now, physical healing. And I'm a little concerned because I'm getting two issues around you. One is like a digestive issue. I feel like your body's reacting to something like some food or medicine. And I'm also getting like an issue that's like almost feels like migraines. I don't know if you're having migraines, but I do pick that up around you as well. So I want to bring that up to you, but I am getting healing. And by June or July, it looks like major transition for you. Okay. Thank you so very much for being here. Blessings to you. Okay. Guys, bear with me. I'm trying to get them, questions. I can't guarantee that everybody's donating is going to get a reading because I have to let the spirit lead, I'll try to get to you, but please bear with me. There's more than I can get to right now. Okay, Mark Arrington, $10. Thank you so much for your donation. Mark, I keep getting a woman's voice behind you. This sounds like it's like a mother. I'm getting either mother or grand. I want to say it's mother, but I'm getting a woman that feels so protective here around you, and I want to call it a mother that's guiding you right now. And I feel as if this mother figure is helping you because it looks like you're at a decision-making point where you have to make some sort of major decision here. I feel like this may deal with some issue that's a financial issue or an will impact you financially. And the spirit people are asking me to tell you, let her guide you. So I think that within the next probably 7 days, you're going to have an answer to this decision, but it's going to be through this guidance of this mother. Anyways, that's all I'm getting. I hope that makes a little sense to you. Thank you so very much. All right. Blessings to you. Okay. Buvana Lake, $2.99. Thank you, darling. It's very kind of you. Buvana, I have to tell you, I keep hearing around you a voice that's speaking to me. This sounds like it's an angelic voice because I'm hearing this intense like vibration of music. It's like an angelic presence. And I think that you're coming into a time of channeling angels. Fletcher just said to me, he said, Archangel Michael is protecting you now. And so you're coming into a time of new beginnings. I want you to watch here. The month of April is important around this. Now, it looks like there may be a job offer that comes in April, and Archangel Michael says, don't be afraid to make a change. I'm getting issues around education as well as if you're doing schooling or thinking about going back to school. And Archangel Michael says, blessings in school. So definitely transition, definitely growth, money coming. And I think money for education, but also money for living expenses as well. So definitely growth from May forward for you. Okay. Hope that helps. Thank you so much. Blessings to you. All right. Joe Birds. Oh my gosh, Joe. Thank you so much. 1111. Ooh, that's a magical number. I love that. Excuse me, Joe. My voice is going here. I got to step into your frequency. Wow. Joe, I got to tell you, I keep picking up a voice here around you. I think you also have a mother that's in the spirit world. Let me know if that makes sense to you, but I'm hearing a woman talking to me, and she said, I'm looking after my son. And she says she's very sorry because she feels as if the way she says it, that she said, people haven't treated you right. And she said, tell them that I'm going to balance it out. She keeps showing me that from June forward, as we go into the summer, that there's going to be kind of a fresh start for you. And it looks like financially things are going to improve for you. There may come an issue of a move come June, but it's like she says, this will make life easier for you. So this mother is around you in spirit, bringing you a lot of blessing and a lot of help from spirit side. So she just wants me to let you know her presence is with you. Joe, I'm also going to ask you, are you doing something with an automobile, like trying to get a new car? Because I'm getting the words transition around an automobile here. And I feel like there's a car coming. Now, what's interesting is I actually think it'll be a truck, not a car. Because I'm seeing a truck and it looks like it's a blue, kind of a metallic silvery blue pickup truck. So watch also from June forward. It looks like there's an opportunity for a new truck coming in here. And I think that the mother who's guiding you in spirit is bringing that as well. So you definitely are being watched over and protected. All right. Anyways, thank you for your donation. I hope that helps a little bit. Blessings to you. All right. I hope that helps. So thank you. All right. Amy White. Hi, Amy. Good to see you, darling. Amy White says, will my ex ever move on? Yeah, you know, Amy, he will, but the problem that I'm getting around this is that he still has an etheric cord attached. I want you to do a cord cutting ritual. And that's a long process to explain how to do that, but just look it up. You'll find on YouTube or online how to do that. But basically, the idea is that you set up 2 candles and you have a cord tie between them and you light them. You name the candles for each person. And you do this over a 3-day period. And on the 3rd day, you snip the cord, and energetically, that'll break the connection. But he'll move on, but you need to do a cord cutting ritual because that's where his challenge is. He's still got an etheric cord. Okay. Thank you so much. Carolina R. Hello, Amy. I hope that helps. Thank you, darling. Carolina R. Blessings to you. Any messages for me? Thank you. Blessings to you, darling. You know, Carolina, I keep getting the words investment around you. It sounds crazy, but I'm getting that somebody's approaching you about investments soon. And it may be an issue with like a land purchase or a house purchase. And I want to say be open to making some money through real estate. It looks like particularly in end of April going into May, this is going to manifest for you. I pick up around you also, there's a person I'm getting, I feel this is I think this is a father, actually. I'm getting a male spirit. It feels like a father vibration around you. And I feel that he's kind of guiding this to bring more blessing and finances to you as well. Okay. I hope that helps. Thank you so much. Okay. Blessings to you, darling. Oh my gosh. We got more donations. Thank you, Jimmy. Jim, Jimmy, or James. That's what he sells himself. $5 donation. Thank you so much. Jimmy says, I used to work in a high school a few years ago, and a student named Jinley died her senior year. Can you connect to her? Jim, I don't know that I can connect to her. I can't just conjure people on the spot. Let me ask, and I'll see if I get her. There could be somebody else, though. I don't know. Doris, can you help me with that? Okay. Yeah. Jim, I got to be honest with you. I'm not getting her. Doris is asking me to tell you that she said that the energy is not sufficient around her. I get the sense that she had a very tragic death and she's still in spirit doing healing. So I'm sorry. I have to be honest. Sometimes I can't make the connection. So I never lie about it. But she is in the light and they're saying she's getting healing. I'm sorry. That's all I can get for you. Okay. So I hope that helps a little bit. Thank you so much for being here. All right. Golden Lady. Oh my gosh. Golden Lady just donated $10 to the show. Thank you, Golden Lady. You're so very kind. Thank you. You know, Golden Lady, I have to tell you, your name is very interesting because literally you do have a lot of golden light around you. That means that you're at your time to shine. And I feel like 2020 for you is really about exploring your talents. I have to be honest, I feel like when I go back in the last 2 years, for some reason you've buried your talents. May have been in a relationship issue that made you feel like blocked from embracing who you are. I pick up around you a psychic energy, a very gifted psychic energy. I think you're a natural psychic, a natural medium. And I think that in 2020, a lot of that energy is going to come out. What's also interesting is my spirit guide says to tell you that Lenora Piper is working with you. Can you bring her closer? Okay, I do. I've got a voice back here. There's a lady around you named Lenora Piper. And she was a psychic in the early 1900s. And she said, there, you tell her that I'm here to guide and to help. And so Lenora Piper is going to be working with you to bring in enhanced psychic abilities. Okay, so I want you to explore her. She's one of your guides and is working with you. They're also asking me to talk to you about the month of August And it looks like the month of August, there'll be some travel that's coming for you. And I feel like this travel has some connection to a psychic event, as if you're traveling to go to like a psychic seminar or some type of psychic development group or class. So this summer, be open to some travel. And I'm not sure where you're traveling. I'm getting two different areas. One of them, it looks like it's connected to upstate New York. I think it could be Lilydale, New York, that you're visiting. And I'm also getting England as well. There's a school of mediumship there. Yes, Stansted Hall, Fletcher said. So I want you to explore Arthur Findlay College in England in Stansted, and also explore Lilydale. Looks like you have a connection to those coming later this year. Okay. I hope that helps. Blessings to you. Thank you for being here. Oh my gosh, you guys are so kind. Thank you for all your generous donations. Wow. Okay. Thomas Smith, please help me. I've been suffering with insomnia and night terrors. Oops, hold on. For years, I would get attacked by some entity and I would feel depleted in the morning, and no one believes or understands why. You know, Thomas, I think I've told you before, I do feel you have a lot of psychic ability around you. And I think when you're psychic, it makes you more susceptible. You have a pure light around you, and it's that light that draws the lower entities. I want you to start putting salt in your bedroom. Put a big cereal bowl, fill it with salt. You can go to the dollar store if you have one near you and buy big boxes of salt. Fill a bowl with it so it sits openly. Put it in your bedroom. That will start to lower their ability to attack you, because salt is a purifying energy, and that'll help you. And the reason it's happening is just because you're full of light. You know, it sounds strange, but it's in a sense, it's kind of a testimony to your goodness. I know you're saying, well, I don't want to be good if that's what happens, but you're going to overcome it, okay? And I think that in the next month, you'll be seeing a significant decrease around that. But I want you to do that, please, okay? Thank you so much. Oh my gosh, somebody just donated $10. I can't believe this. Oh, that's Gold Lady. Okay, thank you, Gold Lady. I don't know if I said thank you, but thank you. All right. All right, our next letter, Sarah J. Hello and such, hey, Sarah. Hello and such gratitude. Listen to all great messages. What are my life themes or gifts? You know, Sarah, I think that you have a gift of a healer. I feel like you're a natural channel for healing energy, and I think you do very well if you work with like Reiki or massage therapy or herbalism, anything in the healing arts, because I think that also you're going to do well if you have your own business. Like the other person I read for, I don't think a 9 to 5 is really where you should be. I think that may make you feel limited. And I think that if you were to explore healing, you would find that you have a great gift of healing. I pick up a lot of gifts of empathic ability around you, Sarah. And I think that that empathic ability sometimes is a struggle for you because it kind of overwhelms you. But I want you to take that sense of being overwhelmed and I want you to transform it and say, I won't be attacked by that energy. I'm going to take and use it as a tool to put healing back into the world. And I think if you can focus that way, you're going to find that you're honestly going to do a lot of amazing things. Okay. That's one of your life things. You also I have to tell you, Sarah, I also get creativity. I think you also have an artist life thing. So you're a healer and an artist. So you might want to think in terms of developing, like, for example, pictures, paintings, things that bring healing energy to people as well. You know, so they're not mutually exclusive. I think they'll work in tandem. You know, there are some places like senior citizen centers where they actually do what's called art therapy. And they bring in somebody to teach art or to help people learn skills in art. I think you'd be really good at working in that field as well, like art therapy. I think you're a healer, however you manifest that. But I want you to really kind of put energy into healing. Okay? Good to see you, Sarah. Thanks for being here. Blessings to you. Oh, Nicola's here from England. Oh my gosh. Hi, Nicola. Good to see you, darling. Oops, hold on. I got to get your message back. Nicola, Bob, my sister, shall I tell her what's going on? Will she listen? Yeah, Nicole, I want you to tell her, and I'll tell you why. I think that your sister is not involved with the program, the stalking program, but I think that she has seen things happen around you or knows of something. Not that she's involved, but I think she knows somebody else who's gone through this, and she'll say, oh my God, one of my friends told me this is happening to them. And I think that you will expand your connection with the TIs. I also feel that I think she's ready to hear, particularly when you talk about the relationship situation. I think that, rather than being condemning or judgmental, I think she's going to say, well, I kind of knew it, but I'm glad you know it now. So I think that you should share with her everything that's going on. I think she's going to actually be a support on both counts, on the stalking and on the relationship issue. So yes, please bring her into this. She's ready for it now, okay? Thank you so much. Thank you. All right. Rooster Sideburb, the spirit is like a Ouija board. Well, spirits use the Ouija board, absolutely. And I have a wonderful book out that you might want to check out, Rooster. It's called Ouija Mysteries. And it's about a spirit box. Sorry, I misread your question. I just said a spirit. A spirit box is like a Ouija board. Absolutely, yes, they're both tools. But that does go in with what I was saying, that my book, Ouija Mysteries, talks about my work with the Ouija board. And speaking of the spirit box, I am working on developing my own spirit box, which I'll be showing in a few months here, that we'll be able to see if we can get more direct communication. So yay. Yeah, if you work with spirit box, Rooster, I think that's wonderful, I think that's perfect. Okay. Thank you so much. All right. Jose A. Bob, can you tell me a bit more about my potential and purpose in life? Why do I feel that nothing resonates with me in this reality? Jose, first of all, what's going on there is that you're an old soul. See, when you're an old soul, you just feel like this whole world is crap sometimes. Excuse my language. You do, because you've been here so many lifetimes. You've seen it all, and you're tired of it, and you don't have patience. But that's a sign of being an old soul. I think, Jose, that you have also, we have a lot of artistic people here today. It's very interesting. I'm getting a lot of orange light around a lot of you. And Jose, I think you've got to be focused in the creative areas. I think you're an interesting person because you have a very acute scientific mind, but I also think you have a very creative edge to you. And I can literally see you developing your own business where you do, for example, computer animation or graphic design or animation for like movies or television. I think you should work in an area where you're creating, where you're building, where you're communicating. I think you're very psychic and very creative. And I think that you can literally channel characters through you that are like, for example, like cartoon characters or anime characters or something. You've definitely got a lot of creativity here for that. But you have a fine technical side. So that's why I'm saying combine it with like computer work or animation. I think in the future, you're going to be very successful in the area of creativity, particularly technical mix. You could also, for example, design websites and graphics and things like that. But that's where I see success for you. Okay. I hope that helps. Blessings to you. John McMahon, any messages for me from the spirit world? Hi, John. It's so funny. When I do this show, sometimes before I even get to say the name, I got a voice coming in my ear. And right as I was about to say John McMahon, I already heard a voice coming in. You've got somebody back here. This is one of your spirit guides. What's interesting, he speaks with a Scottish. Oh my God, I know who this is. Sorry, it's just freaking me out because the more he's talking, now I can recognize the voice. Yes. No, are you really? No, I can't believe. Okay. John, you have a guide here. He's a Scottish gentleman, and I'm very serious. His name is Sir Arthur Conan Doyle. And he said that he's been guiding you over this last year. And he says that you have the words he said, his literal words are, He has the makings of a great medium and of a spiritualist. So Sir Arthur Conan Doyle, now I don't know if you know who he is, but he was the author of the Sherlock Holmes books. And in his later life, he was a medium himself and would attend seances. But he's asking me to tell you that he's coming in to work with you to help open your connection to the spirit world. So I want you to research him. Look on YouTube because he has videos of him talking and you can hear his voice. But what's weird is that I heard this voice. I'm like, this man says, oh, tell him that Arthur's here. And I was like, okay. And as he's talking, I realized this isn't just some guy named Arthur. This is actually Sir Arthur Conan Doyle. He received a knighthood from the king back in like the 1900s. But he surrounds you and asked me to bring his name to you. Thank you so much. Oh my gosh, guys, I realize we're at our time. I'm going to have to wrap it up here. Let's see. We'll do one more. Oh, Keita. Thank you, Keita. Just donated $5.55. God bless you. Hi, Bob. Any messages from the angels or my spirit guides? Hi, Keita. Thank you so much for your donation. You know, Keita, I have to tell you, I'm getting a lady back here speaking to me. Who is this? I know this voice somehow. Yes. Okay. I'm hearing Doris back here, Keita. My spirit guide Doris is talking. She said she's brought another person. There's a woman around you in spirit. This is actually one of your guides. And the lady gives me the name of Mary. And she said, well, you can call me Sister Mary if you want, but just Mary's fine. This is a nun. You have a Catholic nun around you in spirit. And she says, I was a sister of the Sacred Heart. And she said she was a nun back in the 1930s through the 1950s. And it looks like she died in the 1950s. And she says, my dear, don't worry. We're not calling you to the convent. And she said, but we are calling you to be a mystic messenger. And she said that you have a gift of receiving messages, especially from troubled souls. And so she said she wants to come to work with you. She said, in your future, you will pray for souls that are struggling in the afterlife. So I think you have a gift of a healer and a spirit communicator, Keita. But Sister Mary of the Sacred Heart, that's the name she goes, I'm Sister Mary of the Sisters of the Sacred Heart, is one of your guides. She died in 1951, she said. But she's around you, and she asked me to let you know that she wants to help you. So you may start to kind of feel presences around you or sense guidance from her or from other spirits, and you're going to be a person that helps struggling souls. We call those in spiritualism, we call them earthbound souls. So I want you to do some research on earthbound souls, or they also call it spirit rescue work. And it looks like you're going to do some work with that. Okay. Thank you for your question, for your donation. Thank you to so many of you who have donated tonight. It's very kind because, to tell you the truth, Psychic Bob's been behind financially this month. I'm not saying that to sound ask for pity. It's just a fact with my website down and people not being able to connect. It affects me. So your kind donations really are appreciated and do mean the world to me. And I thank all of you so very much. So I've got to wrap it up because I have to go do some stuff with Mom now. By the way, my mom asked me to send to you, all of you, her big hugs and kisses. She said so many of you were so kind to her after the seance, and she so enjoyed getting the chance to let you all be part of it. She thought it was a special night, as I did, and all of you seemed to enjoy it. So if you haven't seen yesterday's video, please check it out. It's in the queue right before this one, okay? Well, guys, listen, speaking of readings and all things psychic, if you want to get on my schedule for this upcoming week, I do still have a few openings open. Give me a call at my office number, 703-825-3929. That's below this video. Or write to me at my email, PsychicBobHickman@gmail.com. You can also visit my website, which is right here below my finger. And connect with me over there as well. If you want to get a Psychic Bob t-shirt, I have a whole range of Psychic Bob line clothing at my merchandise store. You can do that as well. And I'd love to hear from you, and hopefully you'll get a t-shirt, and also make sure to get your free artwork. Now, if you're crazy about this painting, which a lot of you have said you are, you can also get it in t-shirt form at my merch store, which will be below this video. Okay. I love you guys. Thank you for being here. Thank you for all your generous donations. I'm sending blessings to all of you. And be back here tomorrow. Don't know what we're doing yet. I may go to the beach tomorrow. We may have horoscopes or we may not. Depends. If we end up going to the beach, I don't think I'll do horoscopes. But we'll have a beach video. We'll go explore the sand and surf. But if it's raining and it's cold, then we'll stay in and do horoscopes. But be back here tomorrow. We'll have some fun for you. I love all of you. Thank you. Sending blessings to you. And we'll see you back here tomorrow. Until then, may all of you always blessed be.